Good morning. Welcome to what should be a slightly sunnier Bristol a bit later on. We won't be shut in this room all day, you'll be glad to hear. We have planned in a few reasonable length breaks in the morning, in the afternoon, and over lunch, just to give people time to chat and talk to the speakers, talk to each other, etc. So we haven't packed too many different talks into today to try and create that space. I thought it was quite fun to do it in a cinema for a change. I've never done this before. I don't know if any of you have. It will be interesting to see how it works out. But it's quite good fun using a cinema screen to project onto. But welcome. So my name is Simon McIntosh-Smith. I'm one of the 4 people on the steering committee for the ManyCore conference, and I'm very thankful that Mike and Graham and Paul should be here. I don't think he's here yet, but I think we're expecting Paul a bit later on, who've helped organise all of this today. We have 85 people coming, which is a good crowd. We had 35 at the dinner last night, which was also very pleasant. Those of you who joined us at the River Station, we had a very pleasant evening. We have, even though we've created space today, we have a fairly packed agenda. So I'll tell you about what we're going to be doing in a moment. So what we're here for, what's this conference all about? Well, this is all about ManyCore processors and the practice of using them. Okay, so this is a slightly less theoretical workshop. It's more about the applied use of multi-core and ManyCore processors, be that GPUs, ManyCore CPUs, hybrids. We're seeing more and more processors that integrate both a multi-core CPU and a programmable GPU into the same chip, and accelerators. So we're including in here things like the new Intel Xeon Phi and all these different kinds of architectures now. And we're not focused just on high-performance computing either. This is a fairly broad church. So we now have people coming from Imagination Technology, from ARM, as well as Intel and NVIDIA. So the whole spectrum, from mobile technology up to high-performance computing. We don't really care if it's ManyCore and an interesting kind of architecture like that, then it's interesting to us. So that's what this is about. A few stats for you. So 85 people here, quite a few from industry, 38 people from industry, 26 different companies represented. So we have a lot of different interest in this space from industry. Also lots of people from academia, 12 different universities. We've got several people who have come from overseas. We have a few people here from the US. Thank you for coming. We have a few people here from continental Europe as well. Thank you for making the trip. And we're supported by a range of sponsors who've helped hire the venue and provide all the nice catering we're going to have for lunch and things like that. So thank you very much to Intel and NVIDIA and Imagination for helping sponsor the conference, and to one of the EPSRC bodies, one of the CCPs, the ASearch CCP, as well as the Industrial Mathematics Knowledge Transfer Network. They've been very supportive in putting today together as well. So I've already mentioned Mike Giles, Paul Kelly, and Graham Pullen for helping organise today. Thank you very much, chaps. Couldn't do it without you. Also, we've actually had some support. There's a new OpenCL user group that's just been launched at Supercomputing. It's basically created by users for users, called Comportability, for portable computation. That's just been launched. They've actually helped with some of the organisation for today as well. And we've had some lovely volunteers help locally. Leslie Thompson, one of my colleagues, as well as some student volunteers, Nick, Mike and James, who've been helping you all register this morning. So thank you very much to them. So what are we going to do today? Here's the schedule. In a moment, we'll hand over to Andreas Olofsson, who's going to talk about something a bit different. So we hear a lot about GPUs and high-end stuff, but ManyCore can be embedded and can be energy efficient. So we're going to have quite a nicely different view of ManyCore from Andreas in a minute. Then we have a couple of other talks, a coffee break for half an hour at 11, then coming back for an hour-long Intel tutorial on how to program the new Xeon Phi, which we've had a lot of interest in, and then a very interesting sort of interactive talk to take up to lunch We have an hour for lunch, which is back in the room where you registered. In that room, we've got some recharge stations. So if you need to be able to plug your laptop in to get some more juice, there are lots of tables with adapter leads so you can plug in and recharge over breaks or over lunch. And then this afternoon, we have a fairly packed program again. Some talks from industry, some talks from academia. This is the same that's on the website if you want to have a look on your own laptop and check what's going on there. 3:30, there's another half-hour coffee break. And then we'll finish up about 5 o'clock and we'll tell you where we're going to be next year and a few other closing details.